Isn't it interesting that the most reliable engines in the world are no longer in production, and what we have available now is just plagued with problems? Today, we'll take you through the Hall of Fame for inline-six engines, the mechanical marvels that you can trust to outlive your car, your next car, and possibly even your great-grandkids. These engines are the unsung heroes of the automotive world, balanced, durable, and always ready to purr like a contented cat or roar like a lion on caffeine. But not all inline-sixes are created equal. Some have gone the extra mile, literally millions of them, without breaking a sweat. Inline-six engines are automotive legends. From American iron to German precision and Japanese ingenuity, we're counting down 15 straight sixes that refuse to die. These engines don't just last, they define reliability. Let's roll on a journey through automotive immortality. Number 15. The Chevy Stovebolt Inline-six series wasn't just an engine, it was a lifestyle. First introduced in the 1930s, these power plants had one goal: to run forever, no matter what. With a cast iron block so sturdy, it could survive a meteor strike and an overhead valve design that made maintenance a breeze. These engines powered everything from farm trucks to hot rods. Part of the magic of these engines was their simplicity. With fewer moving parts than a game of checkers, the Stovebolt practically invited you to fix it with a hammer and a dream. Torque was the name of the game, and these engines delivered it in spades. Number 14. The Flathead Inline-six, or L-Head, was Chrysler's bread and butter from the 1930s to the 1950s. These engines were the quiet, dependable workhorses that powered everything from family sedans to military trucks. Their design was as basic as toast. Flathead valves and a low compression ratio meant that they ran on pretty much anything combustible, making them perfect for the Great Depression and World War II eras. Indestructibility was baked into their DNA, with robust cast iron construction and an ability to handle neglect like a champ. These engines outlived the cars they powered. They weren't fast, but they could idle smoothly enough to put a metronome to shame. Number 13. The BMW M30 Straight-Six wasn't just an engine, it was a dynasty. Produced for nearly 3 decades, from 1968 to 1994, this motor powered everything from humble sedans to fire-breathing M cars. With its single overhead cam design and buttery smooth power delivery, it was the very essence of German engineering: overbuilt, refined, and unkillable. What made the M30 special was its versatility. Need a reliable daily driver? Check. Want to dominate the Autobahn? Check. Planning to boost it into turbocharged oblivion? The M30 says, bring it on. Number 12. When Mercedes engineers designed the M103 and M104 Straight-Sixes, they apparently decided, let's make them bulletproof. Built from the mid-80s to the late 90s, these engines featured aluminum heads paired with sturdy iron blocks, making them the kind of over-engineered marvels that define Mercedes-Benz. Smooth as silk and resistant to catastrophic failure, these engines could outlast marriages, governments, and bad fashion trends. The M103, with its single overhead cam, and the M104, upgraded with dual overhead cams, were both paragons of reliability and performance. Owners have stories of driving these engines well beyond 300,000 miles with little more than regular oil changes. Number 11. The Toyota 1HDT Diesel Inline-six is the engine that refuses to die. Found in legendary Land Cruisers, it was built to conquer deserts, climb mountains, and probably survive the apocalypse. With a cast iron block, a turbocharger for that extra oomph, and the reliability of a Swiss watch, this 12-valve diesel could outlast geological eras. Farmers, adventurers, and overlanders swear by the 1HDT for its ability to handle extreme conditions without breaking a sweat. Even with minimal maintenance, it'll keep chugging along, delivering low-end torque that could tow a small moon. If engines were superheroes, the 1HDT would be Batman, unstoppable, rugged, and endlessly resourceful. Number 10. The AMC 4.0-liter inline-six is the Jeep world's Excalibur, a legendary engine revered for its dependability and durability. Introduced in 1986 and staying in production until 2006, it was the heart of the Wrangler and Cherokee, cementing its status as the ultimate off-road companion. The secret? Simplicity and robustness. This engine could take a pounding on the trail, endure abuse from neglectful owners, and still purr like a kitten, albeit a slightly angry one. With a long stroke for torque and a cast iron block that could double as a bunker wall, the AMC 4.0 is a poster child for built to last. It's not uncommon to hear of these engines clocking 300,000 miles or more. Number 9. The Hudson Twin H-Power Inline-six was a muscle car engine before muscle cars existed. Introduced in the 1950s, this beast featured dual carburetors, giving it a power boost that tuned the Hudson Hornet into a NASCAR legend. With a long-stroke design and impressive torque, it dominated the track and the street alike. The twin H-Power wasn't just about speed, it was about longevity. Its bulletproof construction meant it could take a beating and keep on ticking, whether racing or cruising. It also had a certain charm, a no-frills powerhouse that outperformed flashier V8s of its time, earning respect and fear in equal measure. Number 8. If the Toyota 1FZ FE had a motto, it'd be "Go anywhere, survive anything." Found in Land Cruisers from the 90s and early 2000s, this Inline-six combined the best of Toyota's engineering, a massive 4.5-liter displacement, a cast-iron block, and a reputation for reliability that's practically mythical. Built to handle harsh terrains and extreme conditions, the 1FZ FE was as smooth as it was tough. Overlanders love it because it would run on bad fuel, shrug off heat, and keep going long after fewer engines had given up. If there's an engine you want in the middle of nowhere, it's this one. Number 7. The Chrysler Slant 6 is the engine equivalent of your dependable old grandpa. Not flashy, but always there when you need it. Introduced in 1960, this engine's unique slanted design lowered the car's center of gravity while leaving plenty of room under the hood for mechanics to tinker. Its durability was legendary, earning nicknames like the Leaning Tower of Power. Taxi drivers, farmers, and drag racers all sang its praises. The Slant 6 didn't need turbos or high compression ratios to earn its place in history. It just ran forever, often outliving the cars it powered. Number 6. The Ford Barra, Australia's gift to the engine world, is an inline-six that laughs in the face of punishment. Found in Ford Falcons and Territories, the Barra was a technological marvel with its robust cast-iron block, variable valve timing, and ability to handle ludicrous amounts of boost. Barra engines became legends among tuners, with some pushing over 1,000 horsepower on stock internals. But even in stock form, they were smooth, efficient, and practically indestructible. If Mad Max needed an engine for the apocalypse, the Barra would be the obvious choice. Number 5. The Ford 300 Inline-six is the Bigfoot of engines. Mythical in its strength, torque, and ability to keep going no matter what. Built for work trucks, this engine was a torque monster, delivering low-end grunts that could move mountains, or at least very large trailers. What made the 300 special was its simplicity. No fancy electronics, no turbochargers, just a cast-iron block, a reliable carburetor, and a reputation for being unkillable. Farmers, construction workers, and mechanics all agree that if you want an engine that'll last forever, the Ford 300 is your best bet. Number 4. The RB26 DETT is not just an engine, it's a legend. Found in the Nissan Skyline GTR, this twin-turbo inline-six was built for speed and could handle an insane amount of power with just minor modifications. Born in the 1980s, it became the darling of tuners and the bane of supercars. Despite its high-performance pedigree, the RB26 is also remarkably reliable. Its overbuilt design, a cast-iron block, forged internals, and a bulletproof head gasket meant it can handle abuse on the track and the street. With the RB26, Nissan didn't just build an engine, they created an icon. Number 3. The Volvo Red Block Inline-six is the engine you'd want if you were preparing for a zombie apocalypse. Known for its indestructibility, this engine was built with cast-iron everything: block, head, and even the will to survive. Found in Volvo's larger sedans and wagons, it was as smooth as it was sturdy. Volvo engineers designed this engine to handle neglect like a pro. Miss an oil change? No problem. Overheated? It'll shake it off. This engine wasn't just reliable, it was eternal, a testament to Swedish engineering that still powers enthusiast projects today. Number 2. The Toyota 2JZ-GE is the inline-six that dreams are made of. Founded everything from the humble Toyota Aristo to the legendary Supra, this engine became the darling of tuners for its indestructible block, forged internals, and ability to handle insane power with minimal upgrades. In stock form, the 2JZ was smooth, reliable, and deceptively fast. Add a turbo or two, and it becomes a fire-breathing monster capable of humiliating supercars. The 2JZ wasn't just an engine, it was a statement, a middle finger to planned obsolescence and a love letter to over-engineering. And number 1. If engines could win medals for toughness, the Cummins diesel inline-six would have a shelf full of gold. Found in Dodge Ram trucks and countless industrial applications, this turbocharged beast was built for torque, durability, and running forever. What makes the Cummins legendary is its rugged simplicity. With a cast iron block, massive displacement, and no-nonsense design, it can handle astronomical amounts of work without breaking a sweat. It's not just an engine, it's a partner. One that'll be there for the long haul, no matter what. So whether you're chasing speed, reliability, or a bit of both, these 15 icons remind us why the straight 6 will always hold a special place in automotive hearts. Long live the kings of durability and performance. So what's your experience with these engines? Or which one would you go for? Let's discuss this in the comments section. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest videos.